Welcome back. We're looking at what might be one of the most essential shifts happening right now for anyone building, high autonomy workflows.
Mm.
And as always, when we need to find the tools that are actually making an impact, we turn to the AI agent store.
It just cuts through the noise. It helps you get to the core of what these new frameworks are all about, which, well, that brings us to Agent S today.
Okay, let's get into this. Agent S. So it's an open source GUI agent framework, but its main goal is to completely rethink how an LLM even interacts with a computer.
Exactly. Forget the text box. The idea is that LLM basically becomes the user.
Becomes the user.
Yes, Agent S is for building and running what they call computer use agents. And the real breakthrough is this thing they call the Agent-Computer Interface, or ACI.
ACI, okay.
This framework lets an LLM operate a real computer, not a simulation, by literally watching the screen and then taking action, moving the mouse, clicking, typing, all of it.
So you're saying it's interacting with the actual operating system, my Mac OS or my Windows desktop?
Your actual OS, Linux, Mac OS, Windows, it supports them. And for the engineers listening, it even has a command line interface runner.
Which is huge because then you can just drop it into existing automated pipelines.
Precisely. No need for a full desktop environment just to run the automation.
So if the framework is that open, the big question is about reliability. I mean, a real OS is messy. The autonomy level is noted as 75%, which seems really high for direct keyboard and mouse control. How does it manage that?
That's where the real engine of this thing comes in. It uses a method called experience-augmented hierarchical planning.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It is, but the experience-augmented part is the key. It's not just following a rigid script. The agent can look at a super complex task, something with dozens of steps.
Something that would absolutely break a traditional script.
Right. And it autonomously decomposes that into stable, smaller subtasks. It actually learns how to deal with the curveballs that a real computer environment throws at you.
Okay, so that handles the planning.
Yeah.
But what about just seeing things correctly? I saw a really interesting recommendation about pairing the main LLM with a separate grounding model.
Yes, and that is so important.
Why is that separation so crucial?
It's about dividing the cognitive load. You have the main planner brain that's figuring out the workflow, but then you have this other specialized perception model whose only job is to reliably understand the UI.
It's just focused on, is that the submit button?
Yeah.
Or what does that text field say?
Exactly. And that separation dramatically improves stability. Plus, the whole thing is model agnostic. It supports OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, all the big players.
So this is clearly aimed at serious builders then, AI researchers, developers, QA engineers.
Oh, absolutely.
For someone listening, what's the immediate practical reason to start using this?
Well, you should use it if you are just tired of brittle GUI automation. If you have workflows that cross multiple desktop apps, or you're trying to automate data entry on some old proprietary website, this is what you need.
To build an agent that can just handle it.
It can handle it on a real computer. And for the researchers out there, it's a vital tool for evaluating agents on benchmarks like Osworld.
And the fact that it's open source and completely free just removes any barrier to getting started.
It does. It lets anyone really push the limits of what these LLM agents can do, and it leaves you with a really interesting question to think about.
Go on.
If your LLM can now reliably use a GUI just like a human can, how does that force you to completely redesign your digital workflows from the ground up? That kind of deep, autonomous interaction, that's the future.
That is a great thought to end on. You can find Agent S and other powerful tools for your specific needs over at aiagentstore.ai.
Thank you for sharing your time with us today.
Yes, thanks for listening. Please take a moment to rate this, and we'll be back soon with another exploration into the tech that's shaping our world.